everybody, and welcome to Popcorn Dogs, your favorite podcast about movies and television and just super horny vampires and not drinking wine. That's right. This is Popcorn Dogs. We're part of the Dogcast Network, here at the Dogcast Network. And my name is Brad.
My name is Tyler.
If it sounds like I'm exasperated, it's because I just got done working a 12-hour day. I was fighting the infidels that are on a holy crusade. Luckily, my lovely wife didn't jump out of a window or anything. Tyler, how are you today?
Not too bad. Just been chilling around the house, doing some. Today's my only day really off of work without any obligations. So I did a bunch of chores, and I rewatched part of Dracula just this morning for funsies.
It's a good movie. You didn't say anything.
What?
I said it's a good movie and you were quiet. I'm curious, Tyler. What did you think?
No, sorry. I thought I heard something in the headphones.
Yes.
I was listening. It's a great movie. Well, I guess I would call it a good movie.
It is a movie.
It is just good. So I always thought that Nosferatu came first. I was mistaken in that. Because Bram Stoker wrote Dracula before Nosferatu was made in 1912.
Correct.
And I learned that this morning.
Well, and this movie, today we're talking about Bram Stoker's Dracula, directed by Francis Ford Coppola.
Here occurred the frightening and shocking history of Prince Dracula and the woman he loved.
I have crossed oceans of time to find you.
Ja, Dracula.
There's a sinister, darker side to him I find irresistible. I have never met any man with such a passion for life. He is unlike any man. What are you?
Vampires do exist. This one we fight, this one we face, can take on many forms. The power of his evil desire has no end.
You've got to go to him, and you've got to love him.
She is a willing recruit and devoted disciple. She is the devil's concubine. Dagger!
Join me in eternal life.
Your salvation is his destruction.
I want to be what you are. I want to see what you see. I want to love what you love. Take me away from all this death.
Make no mistake, he must be stopped.
We're going to get into a little bit about the background of it before we get to the film, but yes, this takes the claim of saying Bram Stoker's Dracula. The other ones are Dracula or this Dracula or Time Travel Dracula or Blade. And this one, though, is Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Apparently, it's the most faithful to the book of... It's very faithful to the book. I guess I haven't seen all the other ones, so I can't say it's the most faithful, but online people say it's like pretty true to the actual story.
So I personally have read Bram Stoker's Dracula probably 3 times.
Is it written in like normal people language, or is it like that old English kind of reading? Is it like Frankenstein?
It's an epistolary novel. Which means that it's like a collection of fictional diary entries or, someone's journal. So you're going to be reading, hi, I'm Mr. Harker. Whoa.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, this dude sucks, literally.
This dude sucks, literally.
Or you'd be like, hi, this is Wilhelmina Mary. And where is Will Bias?
Oh, man. Yeah, Winona Ryder does good, though, in this.
She's looking very nice. Yes.
She is, yes.
As far as her performance, I wouldn't say it's necessarily great, but it's this movie is a hodgepodge, is what it is. You have one thing that I must say is it is stunning to see. The cinematography gets a 10 out of 10 in my opinion.
It is an absolute vibe.
Yeah.
I'm just really into the gothic horror motif and aesthetic. It is my whole bag. It is literally all of my favorite shit. Like Ghost, for instance.
Yeah.
They just put out that new vampire breakup song. Fucking right down my alley. So watching this, yeah, I agree. Going to like the cinematography is great, but it's like I was more into like the set design and the wardrobe and the lighting. Like
it's crazy good. Yes. All of that is knocked out of the park. And every single camera effect, it's like all the special effects are done in camera.
I don't know how they did a few of them. I have no idea how they did a few of them.
I know at least one of them that involves a close-up of a book, like in front of a miniature of a train. They had to make the book like 20-foot bit like wide so they could get the effect to work. That's like that shit's what I'm all about. I was getting 2001: A Space Odyssey vibes when I was hearing about how they put these special effects together in camera. Because Coppola had reached out to get like a special effects company to do it, and they're like, "There's no way we can do this all in camera." And he's like, "Fuck you, you're fired." And then he had his son Roman take over. He's like, "Figure it out," and they did, and it looks amazing. Like all of the gravity defying stuff, and like you mentioned, the costumes. It's just set design to the highest degree.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think the performances are bad by any means, except for Keanu Reeves is a little lackluster, but like Sir Anthony Hopkins is chopping it up real good. But everybody's going to look bad compared to Gary Oldman in this.
Dude, Anthony Hopkins, okay. Is she in any pain? No, we just cut off her head and we drove a stake to her heart and then we buried her alive. She's fine.
Also, did not realize that was Van Helsing.
Yes, this is the birth of Van Helsing. It's one of the reasons I think it's so mismatched, and people give Keanu Reeves, he gets a lot of flack for this, and rightfully so. His accent is shit. He's largely absent for a good chunk of the film, though.
Yeah,
he's not there for, I'd say, over half of it, which is a lot. I mean, this is the Gary Oldman and Winona Ryder show.
Yeah, I was reading a little bit about Keanu Reeves reflecting on this movie because he's kind of been memed about it since the birth of memes. Memes didn't exist in '92 when this movie was put out, so it was kind of a
no. Memes thing. Did. Mimetic legacy has been something.
Really?
They didn't. Memes was like coined to represent something else more recently, but the idea of a meme goes back.
Well, memes the way that we understand them now in terms of like 9gag and funny junk.
Funny junk? I've never even heard of that.
Oh, that's early internet. But I was reading a little bit about what Keanu Reeves had to say reflecting on the movie, and he straight up was like, I am not happy with my performance in this. He said he was tired after coming off a string of movies.
Like 5 movies.
And he just didn't have the energy. He's like, I tried to keep the energy up there, and I was burnt out, man.
This wicked inferno.
I know where the bastard sleeps.
And meanwhile, across the table from him is Gary Oldman doing one of my favorite Gary Oldman performances ever. It is terrifying. It is broad. It is intense. It is operatic. Like when he is emoting his arms and he just gets so flamboyantly large with his like,
he's commanding for sure.
He is. When early on in the film, Jonathan Harker, Keanu Reeves just says something about like good riddance, and then he pulls a sword out and like puts it like, and it's the most the big flourish
above his head. He like tornadoes it,
and Gary Oldman, the way he talks, I love you too much.
He actually went to a vocal coach to learn to sing, to drop his voice an octave because he wanted Dracula to sound scarier for this film.
Yeah. And Gary Oldman, he's feasting.
Oh, yeah.
He's feasting in this film. And
also,
it's got to be so much fun to wear those costumes.
Yes. And that dude made me sad that I cut my hair. What a handsome fucking devil.
Dude.
Gary Oldman, when he's got the top hat, the blue sunglasses, the drip, my goodness, that man is a national treasure.
That, though, is a drip that you and I could never pull off.
I don't have the confidence to do that.
Also, I think the time frame is wrong.
Dude, yeah.
No, but like there's so many transformations, and we'll talk about. Let's get into who Bram Stoker was, because I wanted to talk a little bit about where Dracula came from. Abraham Stoker, known as Bram Stoker, born November 7th, 1847 in Dublin. As a child, bedridden with an unknown illness until he started school at the age of 7, where he made a complete recovery.
Like he just had to learn how to walk.
I forgot how to walk. Loved school, loved sports, wrote short stories, romance novels, and reviews for theaters.
Sounds like a cool dude so far.
His wife, Florence Balcom, had previously had Oscar Wilde as a suitor, and their engagement enraged him.
Ooh.
Which you're getting some of that, like multiple suitors in Dracula.
Yeah.
Traveled often, including visits to the U.S. and Eastern Europe. As far as the inspiration for Dracula, folkloric vampires predate Dracula by hundreds of years. Stoker adopted some of these characteristics, such as their aversion to garlic and steaks, as a means to kill them. He introduced other attributes like needing to be invited into one's home, sleeping on earth from their homeland, and having no reflections in mirrors.
And those are like some of the biggest ones now.
Quintessential.
I would say the steak and garlic are like 1 and 2, but having to be invited in and no reflection, like that's prototypical vampire for everything nowadays.
One of my favorite aspects of vampires, too, What We Do in the Shadows, has properly... The movie, I haven't really seen the show.
Me either.
They're all great, though, from what I've heard. But if you have seen the movie, Jermaine Clement's vampire is based on Bram Stoker's Dracula very much.
Is that the, like, you surely are the most devious bastard in New York City?
I haven't seen the show.
He's like the shorter
You're
guy?
thinking like Matthew Barry, I think.
Maybe.
But I haven't seen the show. But in the movie, he's the one who's like, see me, and wouldn't you like to?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, from Flight of the Conchords. Yes, sunlight is not fatal to Dracula in the novel. This invention was for the 1922 film. Nosferatu is weak to it. Prior vampires in fiction include John William Polidori's The Vampire in 1819 and Sheridan Le Fanu's Carmilla from 1872. Some claim Dracula is very much based on Vlad III Tepes. There is no proof to this claim. Stoker did meet Armin Vambery, a Hungarian Jewish writer who some believe told Stoker's stories of the Carpathian Mountains, where the story takes place. But yes, this book, like I said, epistolary novel, original 541-page typescript was believed to be lost until it was found in a barn in northwestern Pennsylvania in the early 1980s.
What?
Wild, right?
What the fuck? I didn't know that.
It reminds me of our friend from the Hair of the Dog cast before Terry passed away. Found the fucking Nintendo PlayStation in his attic.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. Found one of the prototypes. He sold it for like $300,000 or something.
Holy shit.
You never know when you buy a house what's going to be in that attic.
Yeah.
You might have the original typescript for fucking Dracula.
What we're saying is grab a sledgehammer, start knocking out some walls.
Yeah. Yep.
You never know what you're going to find.
I found 2 old Disney coloring books and the blueprints for my house up in this attic.
Hell yeah.
Or in the ceiling. Dracula was released May 1897 at the cost of 6 shillings. Reviewed well, but failed to earn Stoker money. The book did not get a good reputation until he died.
You know how he died?
How?
Syphilis.
Is that Dracula?
No, that's Bram Stoker died of syphilis.
Or Bram Stoker did, because I always get that confused with Van Gogh.
Yeah, I perused his Wikipedia page a little bit before I got here.
Got him. The Sif got him, dude.
Dude. And it makes sense because Dracula's super horny all the time.
It's the horniness is a creation of the film.
Not in the novel.
In the novel, Dracula fucks, but he's not like deeply in love and just fucking the guy, you know?
Yeah.
He fucks as an animal, not as a lover, from my recollection. The novel and its characters have been adapted to film, television, video games, and animation over 700 times with nearly 1,000 additional appearances.
Damn.
Dracula's pretty big. In 2015, the Guinness Book of World Records named Dracula the most portrayed literary character of all time, noting he appears twice as often as Sherlock Holmes.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
When Nosferatu was released in 1922, Bram Stoker's widow initiated legal action against the studio, Lasting 3 years, the studio agreed to destroy all copies in May 1924.
Yeah, I was reading about that because I got confused on what came first. Looking at the Wikipedia page, I guess the downfall for that was the German cinematographers that made Nosferatu did say something or put it somewhere that it was inspired by Bram Stoker's Dracula. So someone at some point had officially put it on paper or said it.
Stupid thing to do.
And that's what really kind of kicked that off.
It's also really explicitly based on Dracula.
100. They said that they had specifically not gotten the rights to it. That's why it's Count Orlok instead of Count Dracula.
Yeah.
You got, it.
Yeah.
They basically, it's like, it's not even like, oh, you can copy my homework, just change it so she doesn't know we cheated. It is blatant.
Yeah. I still have yet to see the new Nosferatu, which I know is a cinema faux pas.
It's very good.
I will see it. The famous Dracula, Bela Lugosi, 1931. Christopher Lee played Dracula in 1958, and that's when the character became fucking sexy Dracula.
And that's not Christopher Lee's fault. He just can't turn it off. It's Christopher Lee.
Dude, some people got sex appeal.
The dude has it for miles.
That dude's got sex appeal.
That dude has done literally every cool thing that you could possibly think of, minus go to space.
Just stabbing dudes in World War II. And
wasn't he in
leading
like a metal band?
Yeah. Played Saruman.
Fucking absolutely dope.
Enter Francis Ford Coppola. My dear Lord, there has never been a director who has made better and worse films.
He does not have a middle ground. It is either like, I really enjoy this, or this is really, really weird.
He might have a middle ground. I don't know, though, because I don't watch any of his films that aren't polarizing. I'm sure he makes a lot of films that are fine. I haven't seen him. He's made a lot of films I haven't seen, but this guy, winner of 5 Academy Awards, director and writer of The Godfathers 1 through 3, and 2 of those are good.
Yeah, the third one, nah.
I haven't seen him, though.
You haven't seen the Godfather trilogy?
Any of them.
Wow. 1 and 2 are like absolutely just wow.
Apocalypse Now.
Fantastic.
One of the greatest war movies ever made, based on Joseph Conrad's The Heart of Darkness. Coppola went on his own journey. That documentary is great. And the visionary behind the film Jack, where Robin Williams plays a 12-year-old.
Derivative of Big?
No. There's nothing like Jack.
I've never seen Jack.
It's as bad as it is good.
He's like a grown man that's a 12-year-old.
And he like kisses Fran Drescher in a bar.
I did see part of it then.
Oh, her mouth tastes like cigarettes. But he also, he made some big fucking hits. Then he also, most recently made Megalopolis, which I don't think you've seen.
No, but it's his first film in 9 years. I think 2015 to 2024 was the gap.
He wanted to make Megalopolis for over 40 years. He was trying to get that. He wanted to make it. And he's a very eccentric man. He founded American Zoetrope, a privately ran film studio. His dream was to be outside of the studio system. He owns wineries, cafes, and a cannabis brand.
His wine is pretty good.
Never had it. Maybe if I had it.
I had a sample of it somewhere. I worked at a winery, and
you did?
Yeah, I did a couple years back. And they had some, and they knew I went to film school, so they didn't give me the whole bottle, but they gave me a lot of it.
Yeah.
I don't know how expensive it is, but it was pretty good.
He sold off, I think, if not all, the majority of his shares for the Coppola wine to make Megalopolis, which is entertaining, but one of the worst movies ever made.
I can't wait to watch it.
It's so entertaining, though. It's a beautiful, beautiful train wreck. After making some of the great films he's done, his project, One from the Heart, would lose over $25 million in 1982 when he was forced to sell American Zoetrope. This would be followed by a string of movies that underperformed until he had to fucking go to the old salt mine and make a sequel to The Godfather.
Back on the horse.
Yep, I need something easy. Winona Ryder was supposed to be playing the Sofia Coppola role in Godfather 3.
Really?
Which, like I said, I haven't seen it, but I hear the Sofia role is one of the worst acted performances ever.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great.
And it was supposed to be Winona Ryder. She backed out of exhaustion, intimidation. She had blown up and done a lot of movies. She's like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't just go jump into a Godfather film. Which, that's a tough one. But She dropped out very late in the process, and to clear the air, she brought the script to Dracula, written by James V. Hart, to Coppola and said, "Hey, this is great. We should do this." Coppola had a team of artists, veteran production artist Mentor Hubner, future DreamWorks animation veteran, turned Rise of the Guardians Helmer, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse co-director Peter Ramsey, as well as future Hellboy creator Mike Mignola, storyboard the entire film in advance to carefully illustrate each planned shot.
I wish I could storyboard. I've looked at the storyboards for like Mad Max, for instance, and some of my favorite films that are visually stunning. That's a very important step in the development of making a movie, and I don't have that artistic ability nor anybody with the time to help me.
Some people can, some people can't.
I would love to see these though.
Yeah, storyboards are interesting. Essentially, you're just looking at a graphic novel a little bit. And when I'm reading a manga right now, and to me, I'm trying to watch it or like read it as a TV show, because there's cinematic shots. You can express a lot visually, and I understand the need for storyboards. Some of my favorite directors use them. Some of them hate them, and you don't know until you're on set what's going to work.
I would rather just have storyboards and not have a script, and just use storyboards to tell a story.
You need a script though.
Well, like a loose script, but
otherwise you're making like a fucking movie where the actors have to make up their lines, which they've done some of that.
The Gladiator didn't really have a script, and that won Best Picture. Neither did Mad Max Fury Road.
Ridley Scott has his own rules.
Yeah, that's true.
For better or for worse. Both as well. He's another polarizing director. But Coppola also asked the set costume designers to simply bring him designs which were weird. Weird became a code word for don't do formulaic, don't do something you've seen before. Make this different, make it big, make it special. And
the long red cape or the long red robe that he wears when he's like climbing on the side of the building.
It's just stunning.
Whoever brought him that, they need to build a statue of that person.
Yeah.
That was so good.
The creature effects when he turns into the giant wolf guy or the big bat guy, or when he turns into a pile of rats. All of it is stunning. All in-camera effects. And if it sounds like I love this movie, I do. I also think it really isn't good at a lot of times. It drags. It's long. I love Tom Waits. We didn't need any of that in there.
No.
Renfield, my dear sweet Lord, even as an 8th grader reading this book, I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this guy? And I love Tom Waits.
In Nosferatu, they use that character a lot better than they do in Dracula. But I wish I could have taken Tom Waits from this movie and put him in Nosferatu because I love Tom Waits.
Tom Waits is, oh, yes, a cat, sir. Please, I need a cat. I'm like, I get it, dude. Me too.
Also, it's like the guards are in that scene are wearing like the box cages on their head
that you only see in weird horror movies or ancient mental asylums.
Yeah, and I was just like, whoever's costume designing this whole movie, whatever they're smoking, pass me some, because they're seeing time,
dude.
Like they just fucking cruising.
When Richard Grant, when Dr. Jackson was like, "You'll be safe here, Mina." There's just like dudes getting sprayed with hoses and crazy people screaming. I mean, maybe you'll be safe there, but she immediately runs into someone who's intimate with Dracula.
Yeah, it's just like whale shit. We didn't see that coming.
Yes, and Coppola originally wanted to do this with almost no sets. He wanted it to be super abstract. He wanted it shadows and like suggestion of sets and more focus on, he's like, I wanted to put all the money into costumes, make it big, and it'll be abstract cinema. I'm glad the studio told him to fuck off.
He does get a little bit of a leash there, though, with that at the beginning with the whole like battle sequence. I bet you that's kind of what he had in mind.
The opening sequence is perfect.
That red armor is so cool.
The red armor in the store, like there's like the cutouts of like the bodies like going through getting impaled. He's going off to a holy war for God, and he has to leave his love behind. And she receives fake news that he passed away, and she kills herself.
I can't believe they had fake news even in the 14th century.
Hearing Gary Oldman just go off, curse you, God. I resent you. I am no longer yours. I will do everything to bring evil. It just fucking gets so big. And I'm like, and the music is so good in this movie. It's just like intense and just fucking pulsing. He stabs a fucking cross. It is bleeding. And when we were watching this last week, I'm like, I think this is one of my favorite movies. If it kept that pace.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. That's such a fucking perfect opening.
It does drag. I agree. If it kept that pace, it would have been fantastic. It does start to drag. And I do think some of the performances are the part of the reason it just doesn't mesh up for me.
Oh, I think it's totally inconsistent. And it doesn't, it's Dracula. It's a horror film. I'm never jump scared. I'm often unsettled and I feel dread and terror. There's not a ton of scary moments, which is why I think I like that part more. It's not trying to go for the cheap stuff, but the sequence where John Harker is having the women,
the vampire orgy.
The vampire orgy where one just, her head comes up through the bed. And I'm like, this dude's in trouble, dude. He's in trouble here.
Yeah.
And then when they slink away and there's the one that's the upside
Two are
down.
Connected.
And they walk like backwards and stilted. That, the imagery really works on me. And I think this movie it suffers in that people went to see a horror film and it's not a straight horror film. And it's a romance film, but it's not a straight romance film. It's a fucking comedy. But I mean, Anthony Hopkins is playing in a fucking Mel Brooks spoof of a vampire film.
Yeah, he's not even playing in the same field as the other people.
She's dead. We can't do nothing. I'm going to
just cut her fucking head off.
There's no way he could disappear. And then he's like, "Who's that over there behind the gravestone?"
Just smoking a cigarette.
I'm over here, aren't I? It's just kind of tonally all over the place, but. Yeah, Coppola was in his phase, though, of I need to make money because things aren't going well right now. And Dracula really knocked it out of the park. I know when they were doing like rehearsals and reads together, Gary Oldman was not around. He's like, nope, you're not allowed to be there.
Yeah.
You are other. You show up on set, and he even would like egg on Oldman, like do some weird shit, scare him.
Yeah, he when he's in the bat version of Dracula after they bust in and they shoot him when he's trying to get his freak on there.
Yeah.
He didn't like how he couldn't really emote or express. He was really confined by the costume there. And Francis Ford Coppola brought him aside and was like, I want you to go around and whisper something in everybody's ear, which Gary Oldman did with absolute delight. And no one knows what he said to each person.
Yeah.
But apparently he scared the piss out of Keanu Reeves.
I would be terrified of him. I know that Winona Ryder initially got on with him, and at one point they stopped getting along.
Yeah.
And she had a horrible time, and she has said later on, she's been cryptic about the situation. She's like, oh, we're friends now. But she's like, at the time, he felt very dangerous, which that's a word.
Yeah. Well, some people say that he played like a really scandalous prank on her, but that's never been confirmed. Other people say that she did not like how intense his acting style was, and they're very intimate for a lot of this movie. So I could see that being a problem.
Right. I would be terrified to act across that guy.
And apparently he was drunk several times on set, because when he like licks the razor during the shaving scene, he admittedly said, we shot that after midnight and I was drunk, and that's why that scene is so good.
I believe he was going through a divorce at the time too, so he was in an erratic state of mind, which is perfect for the role. Directed by Coppola, written by James Hart, who would go on to write Sahara, Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life, Muppet Treasure Island, and Hook.
This guy likes deserts.
I like this guy.
This guy likes deserts for sure.
Dude, you made Muppet Treasure Island, Hook, the Matthew McConaughey vehicle Sahara, and Tomb Raider? Cinematographer Michael Ballhaus, We Are Not Worthy, who also did Goodfellas, The Departed, Gangs of New York, and the classic Wild Wild West.
I love that you threw that one in there.
You gotta love Wild Wild West. James West, Rough Rider, Desperado, No You Don't Want Nada.
Oh, damn, look at you go.
I won't do the whole song. The scene where Will Smith and Kevin Kline are dressed up as ladies with fake brassieres, and they're discussing how boobs should look.
Yeah.
We could do Wild Wild West sometime. That is another film I rather like. Composed by Wojciech Kilar. I think the soundtrack goes very hard. I don't have anything other than glowing thoughts about the soundtrack.
Yeah, especially that opening sequence. That opening sequence, the song is so beautiful.
Just heavy strings, dude. It's intense. Production design by Tomas Sanders and costume designer Iko Ishioka. Again, we're not worthy.
Yeah, both of them nailing it.
It's weird how I feel like, I mean, if anything, I think the script and maybe the editing could be honed in because there's nothing wrong with some of the cast. I think the set design of the costumes, you're there. The music, you're there. The special effects, awesome. I think trying to just find a consistent tone would do a lot for this film. And it is rambly. And at some point when you're doing an adaptation, all right, we get it. You're doing the most faithful version of what you can for Bram Stoker's Dracula. Maybe that's not the best way to make a movie.
Sometimes you got to deviate. I mean, books are able to cram a lot more content within the covers than a movie can get away with showing on screen. I mean, this clocks in at 2 hours and like 6 minutes long or something like that.
It could do with 15, 20 minutes out.
Yep. And I love a good 2 hour movie. 2 hours is my sweet spot. Mm-hmm. That's some of my favorite movies are 2 hours long. I can even watch a 3 hour movie if it's real good.
If I see a movie is 3 hours, I think, okay. Not right now, then. Sometime. And
yeah.
There's a very good chance these days I will watch that as 2 movies.
Yeah, The Irishman I had to do in 2 sessions.
I think I watched that over 10 sessions, and I
still didn't really care for it.
Special effects, de-aging, Scorsese, you're better than that.
It's not there yet.
You're better than that. Just cast Tom Holland as Joe Pesci and call it a day.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, the cast, Keanu Reeves as Jonathan Harker. Role was offered to Christian Slater, who turned it down.
And Francis Ford Coppola wanted Johnny Depp, but the studio told them that they need a heartthrob to bring in the female audience.
They need a more handsome actor. And if I'm Johnny Depp, I'm like, Jesus, that's rude.
Johnny Depp in 1992, I'm guaranteeing you, was probably one of the most attractive to the female audience stars that Hollywood had.
Yeah.
So, but also it would have been weird having him and Winona Ryder together again.
Yeah, that would have been
Edward
maybe a little on the
Scissorhands.
nose.
Yeah, I think that's also probably part of the reason that they didn't want to do it.
I do think Keanu Reeves, his acting is fine. I think his accent is distracting.
Yep. 100%.
Gary Oldman has said it was an opportunity to work with Coppola, who I consider one of the great American directors. That was enough, really. It was my first big American movie made on a big set with lots of costumes. For a young actor, that was a tremendous experience.
He, when they gave him the script, he read it and he said he was going to do the movie no matter what because he just wanted to say the line, "I crossed an ocean for you."
An ocean of time.
Yeah. It's just like the Gary Oldman things. Like he's like, yeah, I'm going to do the movie because I want to say one line. Never mind the costumes or I get to be fucking Dracula.
It's a good line.
It is a good one.
He gets a lot of good lines. Winona Ryder is Wilhelmina Murray, which is a name I could not have pronounced in a billion years as an 8th grader reading this book. She was always Wilhelmina Murray, but it's Wilhelmina, allegedly. Yes. They've gotten along since then, Ryder and him. I think, again, Winona Ryder is fine in many scenes. She does play the naive young lover. Her role is she's in love. And her friend is rich and promiscuous, and she's just like, I'm just kind of like a more normal girl, and my husband's away. So she wishes she could live the crazy lifestyle. There's a scene of them looking at the Kama Sutra and giggling.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite parts is when they're discussing if doggy style is even possible.
Is that even possible?
And she's like, yeah, I did it last night. And she's like,
You did not.
You did not.
Not last night.
In my dreams.
Is that even possible? Yeah, honey. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
I think she nails the naive, innocent version of her character really well. And then I really enjoy her as like the strong fucking vampire lady at the end. It's just somewhere in the middle when she like meets Gary Oldman or she meets Dracula, she starts to lose me a little bit.
And I think part of it is the the character and the writing, I think a lot of those scenes would be almost impossible to do. Your best friend, Lucy, you find out that this weird, strange prince you've been kind of being with killed her. And she's like, I'm so mad, but I love you. And that doesn't work for me. And when some of the forced love, to me, if it was kind of a more, I mean, they make Dracula vulnerable and like, no, you don't know what you'd be getting into. I love you too much.
I cannot do this to you.
And she's like, I want it. And he's like, all right.
He's such a pushover.
You said you want it, right? So some of that stuff doesn't work for me. And the whole, like, I get Dracula. I like Dracula as this romantic dude crossing oceans of time. The stuff with Winona Ryder, though, it doesn't feel, it's like, I don't believe the relationship so much between the two. And Winona Ryder gets lost in the sauce a little bit. Anthony Hopkins, Abraham Van Helsing, so good.
He is fantastic, riding high on the success of Silence of the Lambs, which is why he got the role and not Liam Neeson.
Oh, no.
Liam Neeson really wanted the role.
And Liam Neeson could have been fun, too. I'm excited to see him in Naked Gun. I'm happy he's really arriving in his comedy stage of his career.
Yeah.
Because 20 years of being the badass dude, old guy, you had a couple in you. Get that shit done.
Yeah, no more takens for you, please.
But Anthony Hopkins, we need blood, lots of blood. His whole performance is so dry and so funny. He's such a fun character, too.
Yeah, he's the William Dafoe equivalent for Nosferatu, and it's a little bit of comedic relief for that role to have them say and do the things that are kind of wacky that they do throughout the entire film.
Yeah.
But he just he's having fun.
Dude, it's so fun. And he has fun in Silence of the Lambs too. Anthony Hopkins enjoys acting and he enjoys the evil roles. At one point, the wolf Dracula does this turn and howls at the moon, and it very much reminded me of the Grinch, Jim Carrey's Grinch. And then Anthony Hopkins started talking like, that's the narrator for the Grinch.
This is perfect.
It's full circle. But Anthony Hopkins is there's one scene where we have Carrie Elwes's lovely bride is dying, but that's when Anthony Hopkins, Van Helsing, finds out that it is indeed Dracula, and he's just laughing like, ha ha, this is great. We're going to drink and eat tonight. And he's like, yo, he's still got a situation, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny. His performance is fucking big. Richard Grant as Dr. Jack Seward. I think one thing a lot of the other adaptations do that this one does not is they'll take Dr. Jack Seward, Lord Arthur Holmwood, and Quincy B. Morris and make them one character called the Suitor instead of three suitors who awkwardly are all just falling over for this Lucy, played by Sadie Frost.
Lucy might be my favorite character in the entire movie.
She's very fun.
She nails it. I think she's great. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
And when they paint her up all white and she's evil and crazy and puking blood on Sir Anthony Hopkins,
you're into it.
I am aroused in the most bizarre way. I am just absolutely mesmerized. Not only is her wardrobe on point the entire time, but B, when they paint her up all white, she is genuinely frightening.
Yeah.
And she gives an incredible performance. And she has two of my favorite parts of the movie when she spews the blood and pukes it up on Van Helsing, and in the bed where you get the explosion of blood around her. She just nails it.
Yeah, Lucy is wonderful when she comes down, when they're waiting for her to return in the crypt. Well, they go to the crypt and they open the tomb, and Carrie Elwes sees she's not there, and he's like, where is she? She's the undead. She's going to eat a baby or something.
Yeah.
But when she comes back and she's wearing that crazy wedding gown, burial outfit, and like you said, pure white, fucking big fangs, red blood.
I like how they do the fangs in this movie too, where it's an extra set of canines that come up from above, higher up in your gums.
Very cool.
Very cool. I think that's my new favorite way of doing fangs.
Yeah, and what are we going to do to her? We're going to save her, right? We're going to cut off her head and drive a stake through her heart. What? It's no big deal. It's fucking great. But yeah, so we have Richard Grant as the Dr. Jack Seward, who also interacts with Renfield. Carrie Elwes as Lord Arthur Holmwood, and Billy Campbell as Quincy B. Morris. So yeah, they're all fine. Again, I don't think we need all of those characters.
I do really like Carrie Ells. I think he's the perfect casting for that role.
Yeah.
Super good. I thought I was going to like Tom Waits more than I remembering as a child, and then growing up and realizing who Tom Waits was. But I agree. He's a little over the top. I do love his really silly long sleeves for the entirety of the film after they're like, we can't trust you no more, man.
The set design is great. Renfield's character just doesn't relate enough back to the core plot. And to me, that's what makes it hard to justify that time. Tom Waits is giving a fun performance like, so the fly it eats, a lizard eats the fly. What eats the lizard? A bird? What eats the bird? A cat. I need a little kitten, just a small one. How about a big one? Yes, a big one
that I can feed.
My cat's on the table right now. It's fun, but also ultimately, to me, it doesn't stick around too much. The movie differs from the book in that it makes a very clear connection that Dracula is Vlad Tepes, where the book is tenuous at best. And the movie has a very clear falling out with God. The book does not have those scenes. Dracula is Dracula. He's not like a star-crossed lover who's super butthurt to Jesus. He's like, I'm going to stab you. It's not in the book.
I do like it in the movie, though.
It is integral to the film. I do like that aspect of it. But as far as differences from the book, and Renfield is not Harker's predecessor in the book. I think that is a very good change to try and bring Renfield into the sway at all.
Yeah.
And Mina is not the reincarnated love of Dracula Elisabetta. This is an invention of the 1974 Dracula film. That's one thing that's happened. There's so many different adaptations that eventually some things stick and they just keep getting added to the mythos. This was taken from the daytime soap opera Dark Shadows in 1966 as well. So many iterations. Mina does not fall in love with him in the book. This book really has no romantic component in the film. Dracula fucks. He wants to fuck. He wants to fuck her. He wants to fuck Lucy. I will be a wolf. I will be gas and rats, and you can't stop me. He's a terror.
Yeah, he's just an absolute menace.
He's such a menace. Yes, the book has him trying to spread his undead curse across England. He is not trying to find his lost love. Core difference. Like you were saying, though, the movie works.
Yeah, and it's weird because I thought I remembered the plague, but I was just thinking of Nosferatu again.
Yeah,
it kind of irritates me that both films are so similar, or both stories, I should say, because they've all been adapted. Yeah, hand over fist.
And the finale is also indeed quite different. The finale has our heroes trying to stop Dracula. So Dracula has all of his dirt shipped from the Carpathian Mountains from his home, and he needs his own dirt at night to sleep on, to sleep in. That's part of how Dracula's work. So they destroy all of the earth that he brought, and he must return to the castle. And so there's a whole sequence of them trying to cut him off, going here and going there. And at the very end, it's like a chase scene where Dracula's carriage is flying this way, and they're trying to cut him off. And the final sequence, while incredibly exciting, doesn't happen the way it does in the book. But when they're racing against the sun, they need to get it before the sun goes down if they're going to have a chance. And it's dramatic. The sun has never set so fast in the entire world.
Yeah, and I love it's such a fucking 90s kind of what's the word I'm looking cliche, not cliche. What's the thing that all movie trope? Yeah. It's kind of like a 90s trope, that editing style where it keeps cutting to different angles of the sun and it's moving fast and then it's back up in the sky and then it's moving slow and now there's clouds and then
but now it's fast.
It's like a pseudo montage.
And it does build tension. The music picks up, and I like that they finally get there. And when Dracula fucking shoots out of that coffin ready to fuck shit up, and they fucking slice his throat open. Visceral.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. And then the next shot is one of my favorite shots in the film. I forget if it's Quincy or I think it might be Quincy, where they pull the knife out and then they do this like 5-foot rush forward and the camera does this real visceral push in with the knife into Dracula and it just works.
Yeah.
And what this film tries to do is, has it built up the goodwill for us to care about Dracula? And the answer is no.
Yeah.
He raped and killed Lucy.
We did not forget about that.
We have not forgiven him. Like when Wilhelmina has. She's like, I love him. Would you do the same to me?
Do you remember your friend? You know, your best friend.
Oh, Lucy. Shit, that happened.
That happened. I still love him.
He's so dramatic and fun, though.
Have you seen his hair?
Yeah, he's little glasses. They're cute.
He's got a top hat.
He's a prince. He has a castle. What do you have?
He also...
You got a mortgage.
You got gray hair now, motherfucker.
Your hair's gray shit.
His hair is fucking... He's balding sometimes. Other times it's luscious locks. Maybe it's Maybelline over here.
This is a really awkward conversation. Tell me more about the 3 vampire women you had sex with in the orgy.
Did you drink that blood?
And he's like... My wife is right here, dude. You can't ask right now.
She's very supportive during that scene. She kind of like puts her hand on his wrist and she's like, it's okay.
I gave him a beach. It's fine. He's a prince. Yeah. But so at the very end, though, right when they're about to finish the deal, Mina steps in and says, stop. No. It's my job to take care of him now.
And honestly, I think like at this point, it should be Carrie Ells. It should be the handsome guy that Lucy was gonna marry. He honestly, his fiance is murdered at this point. I think maybe it's his job.
Well, she wants to take care of him because she loves him, and I don't like the ending of this film. I like that final action piece, but when she takes him into the church and he comes to terms with God and asks for forgiveness and Dracula gets to go to heaven. No. My dude. No.
You missed it.
That boat already left, dude.
Yeah, ship sailed.
That train has left the station. You stabbed the cross. You were very dramatic.
I saw you feed a baby to 3 naked vampire women like 45 minutes ago.
You raped a lady as a wolf. And then you turned into a bunch of rats, which that's unrelated, but still bad.
Yeah. Some people say you're responsible for the plague and other adaptations of the movie, and don't think I forgot about that either.
Yeah. And to me, this does not work at all. The love story...
It's a big miss.
It somewhat fails for me.
It's a big miss.
Yeah. But...
I think... And I don't like the reincarnation of a former lover, and then she comes to terms with it and then loves him again. I think Dracula needs to be a spectral rapist vampire and just no holds bars scary. I don't necessarily need all the rape in the movie, but if he's going to be fucking, it's not, I don't think he should be like seducing people and being like, you are so beautiful, I want you to drink of my blood.
But I love you too much.
It doesn't make any sense. Like it does, he's a monster.
Well, what should happen is the love is unrequited. She doesn't return it.
And then he
goes crazy.
And just starts murdering people.
But lo and behold, that is not what happened. For the finale, Coppola screened this movie for close friend George Lucas. Oh, yeah, I'll check it out. That's fine. Who suggested that Mina should decapitate Dracula as the ultimate release for him to reach heaven. That was Lucas's idea. Yeah, I don't know, like, next to love, you know?
I like it, but can she cut his fucking head off?
So he killed a bunch of kids, but then they fight in this insect arena, and she loves him.
Lucas, back to your corner.
All right, bye. Coppola agreed, and they shot it 3 weeks before the movie's release.
No shit.
Yes.
So I bet you it was just going to be like she pushes the stake or the knife through his heart, and then he turns into young, beautiful Gary Oldman and like looks up to the heavens, and then it's over.
It's fucking stupid. I think that maybe the original shot, final shot of the film would be her taking him into the castle, and they don't show any of that last stuff. Like, I got that vibe. It was kind of an ending, but
The close-up on Gary Oldman's eyes when he like looks up, I was like, it's striking cinematography, but I was so confused. I didn't even realize Dracula got to go to heaven.
No, all dogs go to heaven. All Draculas get fucked, dude. That is...
Hey, words to live by.
Yeah. Go and fuck yourself, Mr. Vampire. Yeah. So, I mean, this film, I do have like just a lot of fondness for it. This released November 13th, 1992. Opened number 1 at the box office, beating Back to the Future Part 2. No easy feat. Budget of $40 million. Box office at $215.9 million.
Damn, in 1992 money?
1992 money. This movie did very well. Won Academy Awards for costume design, makeup, and sound editing.
Interesting. Well, I mean, costumes, absolutely.
No surprise. No surprise there at any of it. Won Academy, or...
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
Martin is bogarting my beer over here.
It's a cat. Please let me get a cat.
I'm not afraid of a lot of things in this world, but I am afraid of that man right there, and I am pointing at a cat currently. He's adorable.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think he rolls over on his back and wants me to pet his belly. It's a trap.
Oh, he's like Gary Oldman's Dracula. He'll give you a sweet look, but then he'll fuck you.
Yeah, he will.
This was nominated for Best Kiss at the MTV Movie Awards.
Oh, fuck off. What kiss?
It's when Wolf Dracula kisses Lucy's hoo-ha in the garden.
Then absolutely give him the award.
10 out of 10. There was a pinball machine, a licensed video game for 10 different platforms, and a novelization.
Based off this movie.
Which the novelization is the dumbest idea possible.
Novelizing the movie that's based off a novel?
Yes.
Yeah, see, it's Inception.
I remember I was walking around with Kate Conti at the Midwest Gaming Classic. This is a couple years ago. And we found one of the board games. It was... What was that chess show with Anya Taylor-Joy?
Queen's Gambit.
Yep, it was Queen's Gambit, the board game. And Kate's like, so chess? And it wasn't just chess. It was amazing. They had a whole game that wasn't chess based on the chess show. So we're going to rank this movie. Now, if you're unfamiliar, get familiar. Get with the program. All the movies we've discussed on the show, we have a ranking. There's currently 56 films on this ranking. And we're going to go to the middle, and will it move up or will it move down? So, Bram Stoker's Dracula or Jackie Brown?
I notoriously dislike Jackie Brown.
I notoriously love Jackie Brown.
I'm going to go Dracula.
I'd still go Dracula. It's already reaching some tough ones, though.
I don't think it's going to make it very far.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Dracula?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Kill Bill Volume 2 or Dracula?
Kill Bill Volume 2, I think.
Yeah. I do love Dracula, but it's Kill Bill 2. Kill Bill 1 or Dracula? I'm going Kill Bill 1.
I agree.
So that puts Bram Stoker's Dracula at 28. It didn't get too far out of the middle, which is fine.
But
we got a bunch of bangers on this list. Number 57 is still Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
It's going to be tough to dethrone that one.
Above that, Captain Marvel, Long Legs. Now you just thought of Long Legs and you're really upset about it, aren't you?
That should be the last. Long Legs is a tragedy. It's a travesty.
I'm so glad you disliked it as much as me.
I hated that movie.
Now, one of the things that happened as a result of this film was it brought a new wave of prestige horror films.
And then that genre died with Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe.
It took a major slumber after that.
Yeah.
And then they tried to bring it back and everyone's like, not like this.
I would love this.
Well, okay, so we had Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman as Dracula. Following this, Kenneth Branagh directed Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, starring Robert De Niro as Frankenstein's monster.
I've never seen that.
Very good, as operatic, with a lot more stupidity. De Niro is great. But to call it Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is an insult to the novel because it is zero. It goes way off the deep end. I won't spoil it because I could see us covering this at some point. Frankenstein is one of my favorite books of all time.
Aren't they doing another one with Oscar Isaac right now? That's about to come out
with Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so.
I saw images of him as Dr. Frankenstein and chef's kiss.
Perfect.
Loving it so far.
They did a movie called Wolf, starring Jack Nicholson as the werewolf.
I never even heard of that.
Me neither.
Now I'm interested.
We got Mary Riley, which starred John Malkovich as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I feel like I might have seen images or something from that.
Yeah, I actually have never read Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or seen any interpretations other than fucking Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll.
You never watched The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Oh, okay. I take that back.
I like that version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Where, Jekyll's a big motherfucker like the Hulk. And
Sean Connery turned down the role of Morpheus to be in that film. He also turned down Gandalf. Sean Connery didn't give a fuck in his later age.
He's like, I'm James Bond. I don't need nothing.
No thanks. Not going to do that.
I'll pass.
I'm going to move somewhere. I don't. My accent was weird.
I'll do the movie if I get to slap abroad.
And then we got Interview with the Vampire as well. So a lot of prestige where this made horror film not only cheap thrills, it made it elevated. It brought gravitas. It brought an air of sophistication to the genre, which is not appreciated enough.
Yeah, I think people have come around to horror, obviously, a lot in the last 32 years since this movie came out. But even still, there's a very strong negativity I hear from a lot of my friends and colleagues when I say that horror movies are my favorite type of movie. It's a lot of, I can't watch them or they're stupid. They're all the same.
And they're right, and they're wrong, and it's all true.
I just want them to watch Barbarian once.
Yeah, well, Zach Krieger is going to be doing the new Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited about that.
I am a hypocrite because I said, don't ever make a Resident Evil movie again, come up with a new idea. And then you're like, you hear Zach Krieger's doing Resident Evil? And I was like, thank God.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a weird franchise, but this has been Popcorn Dogs. If you're listening to this, that means this is on our main feed, and this episode is probably on our Patreon feed a long, long time ago. So you should definitely get on our Patreon if you want to get access to a bunch of really cool bonus content, because we have so many extra Popcorn Dogs, so many extra Raw Dogs, which is our video games podcast.
Who suggested this episode? Was it a poll or was it somebody specifically?
Somebody specifically put it down in the Discord, but we got on a whole bunch of recommendations real quick.
And that's just another thing. If you are in the Discord and you would like us to talk about a movie, that's the best way to get us to do it.
I think that I'm going to try and do this fairly often where we can do a vote maybe once every 3 months or something.
Yeah, it should be you pick a movie, I pick a movie, they pick a movie.
I like that a lot. And maybe we could even for they pick a movie, we can say romantic comedy. Or we could say...
give them a genre.
Yeah. Which could be fun. But yes, so check out patreon.com/HairTheDogcast for a bunch of extra episodes and all of that. Special thanks to Patreon executive producers Brian Ward, Ryan Christianick, Kipper, Phil Wright, Jordan Hoff, Kelly Gutowski, Bryant Ross, Red Bear the Filmmeister, Justin Melly, Just Sonic, and Old Horny Jim.
Love you, Horny Jim.
Love you, Horny Jim.
That was Dracula's original name in the script.
Horny Jim too much. Could we just get a little Horny Jim? Just a little one. What about a big one?
A big horny.
A big Horny Jim.
For me to feed.
I drank a 6-pack High Life. I drank 2 more. What do you want me to say?
I'm hungover. Leave me alone.
Let's get the Bloody Mary.
We cut her fucking head off.
Cut her fucking head off. She's dead. She's undead. Yeah, this has been Popcorn Dogs. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. And we'll be back with more movies discussion soon.
Howdy ho. I don't know how to run these things out ever.
No, Mina.
We will see you later.
You're kind of perfect, but I'm into it.
It's because she read Arabian Nights.
You killed my friend, but you got a nice little face.
Have you ever heard of doggy style?
Yeah. Is it possible? He's literally a doggy fucking her.